Hi there, Mary Farias here with 5 Minutes is Better Than Nothing, a personal development. We're studying my book, How to Study Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. We are in chapter 11, The Mystery of Sex Transmutation, page 254. Let me start my timer. He says, when brain action has been stimulated through one or more of the 10 mind stimuli, it has the effect of lifting the individual far above the horizon of ordinary thought and permits him to envision distance, scope, and quality of thoughts not available on the lower plane, such as that occupied when one is engaged in the solution of the problems of business and professional routine. When lifted to this higher level of thought through any form of mind stimulation, an individual occupies relatively the same position as one who has ascended in an airplane to a height from which he may see over and beyond the horizon line, which limits his vision, while on the ground. Moreover, while on this higher level of thought, the individual is not hampered or bound by any of the stimuli which circumscribe and limit his vision while wrestling with the problems of gaining the three basic necessities of food, clothing, and shelter. He is in a world of thought, which is in which the ordinary workaday thoughts have been as effectively removed as are the halls and hills and valleys and other limitations of physical vision when he rises in an airplane. While on this exalted plane of thought, the creative faculty of the mind is given freedom for action. The way has been cleared for the sixth sense to function. It becomes receptive to ideas which could not reach the individual under any other circumstance. The sixth sense is the faculty which marks the difference between a genius and an ordinary individual. The creative faculty becomes more alert and receptive to vibrations originating outside the individual's subconscious mind. The more this faculty is used and the more the individual relies upon it and makes demands upon it for thought impulses, this faculty can be cultivated and developed only through use. That which is known as one's conscience operates entirely through the faculty of the sixth sense. The great artists, writers, musicians, and poets became great because they acquired the habits of relying upon the still small voice, which speaks from within through the faculty of creative imagination. It is a fact well known to people who have keen imaginations that their best ideas come through so-called hunches. There is a great orator who does not attain to greatness until he closes his eyes and begins to rely entirely upon the faculty of creative imagination. When asked why he closes his eyes just before the climaxes of his oratory, he replied, I do it because then I speak through ideas which come to me from within. So we have to rely on our intellectual faculty of intuition, the sixth sense. We have to put demands on it. We have to expect it to answer us, to work for us. And we have to listen to the answer. When we ask a question, the answer is already here. If there were no answer, there could be no question. It's a balanced universe, the law of polarity. So when we ask a question of infinite intelligence, of our creative center, of our life center, that part of us that is perfect, that knows everything, that is everywhere, that's everywhere and everything and is through everything. When we ask a question of it, it answers us. It answers us. But we have to be receptive to the answer. We have to be willing to listen. We have to hear it. We have to expect the answer to show up. If we just throw our arms up in the air, it's not working, we're not going to get the answer. Of course, it's not working because we don't believe it's going to work. But I can attest to you that when you ask and you seek guidance from within and you expect the answer to show up, it will happen. Start playing with it. The only thing that you need to do is practice. Ask and wait for the answer. Receive, ask and receive, ask and receive, and practice it. Expect it. It'll happen.